personal trainer Jesse Bird with the PSP team over at Four Wing Cold Lake. Today is our Youth Edition workout of the day. All you're going to need is some comfortable clothing, a bottle of water, some training shoes, and your favorite music to play alongside this video. In this video, I've included rest times and everything, so just follow along with me. Parents, you can do this with your kids. It's a great way to stay active while you're at home. All right, here we go.
All right, folks, we're going to start things off with some high knees. Good stuff. Now we're on to butt kicks. Here we go. We're warming up our joints, getting that blood flowing, getting ready for exercise. Next up, chest swings, just like me. Now we're on to squats. So for these, you want to send your hips as far back as you can and keep your feet flat on the floor. Also keep your core tight and try to keep your back straight. Next up, we're going to squeeze in some push-ups. If you have to do them from your knees, that's okay. And if those are too tough, you can also do them on the wall. Back to our high knees. You're doing well. Keep moving. Now back to the butt kicks. And chest swings. Back to our squats, and I'm showing you a side view here so you can see I'm really sending my hips back, and at the top I'm also squeezing my glutes. Back to those push-ups. For these, you want to breathe in as you go down and breathe out as you push up. Back to our high knees. By now you should be sweating. Time for butt kicks. You know the drill. Now, chest swings. Onto the squats. For these, you want to breathe in as you go down and breathe out as you come up. Back to our push-ups once more. This one's the last bout of high knees. Now onto butt kicks just one more time. Hey, way to go! That's the warm-up done already. So have some water, we're going to rest for about 20 seconds, and then we're going to jump right back in. All right, first up, these are called walkouts. We're going to unleash our inner Spider-Man with this, and if you want, you can add a push-up at the end as well. What I'm doing is I'm going down, walking out on my hands, going into that top of a push-up position, and then walking back. While I'm doing this, I'm keeping my core tight and making sure that I'm keeping my triceps engaged. For this exercise, just try to breathe naturally. Great work. Now we're going to rest for 30 seconds and have some water. After that, we're going to repeat that one more time. All right, here we go. Back to the walkouts. Keep breathing. We're almost there. Hey, right on. Okay, now we're going to rest for 30 seconds. So be sure to have some water, and then we're going to start a new exercise. All right, next we're going to do some body weight squats with our arms sticking out in front of us, just like I'm doing here. Now the same rules apply for our squats. We still want to send our hips as far back as we can. We want to keep our feet flat, keep our core tight, and while we're breathing, we want to breathe in on the way down and breathe out as you come up. Also at the very top, remember to squeeze your glutes as tight as you can. We're almost there. You're doing well. Keep it up. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to rest for 30 seconds and have some water. Okay, it's time for round 2 of our squats. Same as before. Remember to keep that core tight, keep breathing, breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. Feel those legs getting stronger with every squat. Think to yourself, I can do this. Remember, what you think matters. You rock. All right, 30 seconds to rest, have some water, and then we're going to do a new exercise. Okay, these are called single leg RDLs. And what we're going to be doing is challenging our balance, and really activating our core, as well as giving our glutes and our standing leg a good workout. You can see I'm shaking just a little bit. What you want to do is keep your back as straight as you can and go forward as far as you can while still keeping your back straight. If your back starts to round at all, pull back a little bit. A good rule of thumb is to use your knuckles and go right about to your kneecaps. Just try to breathe naturally here. We're going to go nice and slow, giving each leg its own time. You're doing well. Keep breathing and keep that core tight. Excellent. Now it's time for some rest and some water. And then we're going to repeat that set one more time. All right, here we go. Back to our single leg RDLs. Nice and slow, just like before. Make sure you're sure of your footing. If your one leg feels too shaky, pull back a little bit. Keep breathing. Just try to keep your whole body steady. You can do this. Keep it up. Good stuff. I knew you could do it. All right, it's time to cool down. We're going to start off with a butterfly hip stretch. So with the bottom of your feet together, bring that in nice and close to the body. And while keeping your back straight, you want to lean forward. While doing this stretch, you want to try to keep your knees nice and close to the floor and to breathe as slow as you can. We're trying to slow our heart rate down. Just going to show you a side view of the stretch so you can see. There we go, keeping that back straight. I can feel that in my hips. You can control the stretch by choosing how close you have your feet to your body. If your feet are very close to your body, it's going to be an intense stretch. And if you push them a little bit more away, you're actually going to make it a more manageable stretch. So just kind of customize and do what feels right for you. Okay, next up, we're on to our thoracic openers. For this stretch, you're going to lay on one side with both hands stacked, and then you're going to open up with just the upper part of the body and reach and look the opposite way. So you'll notice that my hips are still facing forward, my knees are still facing forward. I'm trying to keep those knees on the ground to intensify this stretch. And I'm feeling this up in my chest here. Now for these stretches, it also opens up our airway. So I encourage you to take some nice deep breaths here, nice and slow. And again, we're trying to slow that heart rate down as much as we can. All right, good stuff. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, try to keep those knees on the ground. Hips are facing forward, knees are facing forward. Make sure you adjust your hair because that's very important. And we're just going to try to relax in this position here. Again, we're breathing slowly, doing our best to slow our heart rate down and cool down. All right, and we're going to come out of the stretch nice and slow, the same way that we went in. Next up, we have a hurdler stretch. So you're going to extend one leg out and keep one knee bent. You want to sit up straight and tall, and then you're going to lean towards the toes, just like I'm doing there. Now you also want to be aware of your pelvis. You want to aim your pelvis up and back. This is because of where the hamstrings attach. It's going to make it much easier to stretch. Also, if you use your toes and point them up towards your face, you're going to get a calf stretch in there as well. So just follow along with me, and in a moment we're going to switch to the other side. Okay, now the other side. Nice and slow. Remember to breathe deeply. We're just going to take a moment to slow everything down here. Keep holding that stretch. You're doing well. Your body's going to thank you. Right on. Thanks for joining me, Cool Cats. Again, I'm trainer Jesse Bird with the PSP team over at 4 Wing Cold Lake. Have a great day.